Welcome back. Another episode of Scenario Podcast coming right at you. My brother Matt had turned his mic off. Y'all don't know that, but hey, you know, we're transparent.
You would try to be. As transparent as an audio recording can be, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe. Something like that.
Yeah, you was up here eating wedding cake. You wanted the streets to know.
I was, but I don't care about eating on the show.
Man, that's a part.
I've
part
eaten
of for the first year.
I've eaten entire meals on the show before.
With a knife and a steak.
Hell yeah, my life, I can't be now. Come on now. Things got to keep on going. Nah, man, I had wedding cake here. I had some beer. I went to 2 weddings on Saturday. 2 of them. And one of them was my first Indian wedding.
So how was that?
It was like completely different than anything I've ever seen in my life. Like the groom pulled up in an Escalade, jumped on the roof, and had a microphone. They was playing music in the streets.
Was it American music or was it Indian music?
No, it was Indian music. Like with a little hip hop mixed in
like
too.
Like how they be at used to be at Nara.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, but like with some hip hop mixed in. It was dope. And then I went to a very, very small white wedding afterwards, which was a complete 180 from what I had been at before.
Was that one?
But yo, check it out. The Indian wedding was wild because like they were doing all of these ceremonies and stuff, but they was bringing food out during the wedding. So it was like the wedding was in the reception, but they was bringing food out and dishing up plates while the wedding was going on.
So they kept it like, look, man, it's gonna be a little while, so we gonna feed you a little.
Yeah, like, and they sat out, broke out all the vegetarian stuff, hooked it up, had it out there, and the wedding was still going. And I was like, damn, that's what's up. This is dope.
Yeah, no, they was coming through official.
I mean, I didn't understand anything they were saying, so I mean, I was like, I might as well get something to eat. I was watching some of the Mizzou game on my phone. I was they had a little package of peanuts they were giving us up front, but then they just brought the food. I was like, hey, get it how you live.
Was it breakfast food or was it?
It was like Indian lunch food. Okay. I don't know. I guess I don't know.
They're vegetarians.
Yeah, well, a lot of people there were. So I mean, it's like just go the safe route. It's like when you order cheese pizza.
Just to keep everybody satisfied.
Like, you might not be as happy as you could be, but, I mean, hell, at least you got some pizza. Right. That's what cheese pizza really means.
Yeah, just like we had to get everybody pizza.
Cheese pizza is kind of like a girlfriend or a boyfriend that you got, and you just is like, damn, I'm kind of, like, tired of them, but, it's better than how my girl doing over there because she can't find nobody. So I'll keep my cheese pizza and try to put toppings on them. And that's what girls do. They just try to put toppings on us, like try to make us into whatever their favorite type of pizza is.
No, but all pizzas aren't created equal now.
No, that's true. That's true. All pizzas are not created equal. But at the end of the day, you are lying your ass off as a man if you don't think that she didn't look at you at some point as a slate for her to hang things on.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. We're like Mr. Potato Heads. Or like the Ninja Turtles had that little shell with all the weapons in it.
You just break out all kind of shit.
Yeah, they just break out all sorts of stuff and then make us into something different.
Oh, man, dude. No, this has been a low-key week, but the good old internet kept us going, though, man.
Internet does not fail.
It does not fail for us, but we're going to jump into the mailbag right quick. Make sure y'all subscribe to us online, all your places where you get your podcasts at as well.
We are everywhere.
We're literally everywhere. Anywhere you can get a podcast, we there. You listening in. Shout out to, we have a high contingent of people listening to us in the UK. From doing research.
Yo, shout out to the UK, man. I was over there 2 years ago and I had a good ass time. Like a good ass time over there. It was different though. Like,
why was it? What do you mean by different?
I don't know. The clubs is kind of different. Like I was in the club and they was going like hard like the whole time, and I was like, okay, they not messing around over here. Like they're going in. Like it's not like a cool ass club like we got over here. Like dudes is going out grabbing chicks, trying to dance with them. Like,
like just off the cuff?
Yeah, like it's going down.
So do they have the whole VIP situation in the UK?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I mean, I think that's
spots.
a universal thing though now, is having a VIP section.
Yeah, they had some spots like that.
Yeah, I think everybody is like like, oh man, I'm gonna get that VIP booth, Luke.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, is that what they say,
Luke?
That we don't have those same listeners anymore in the UK.
No, they just left now.
Thanks for coming, guys.
All right, first email is coming from Mike. He says, the last episode had me dying laughing, especially when you all were talking about the Hennessy punches, I believe. I was dying laughing. And then I didn't even realize it was a real thing until I actually went to the the website for the Schaefer's and saw that they really do serve Hennessy punches.
It's a thing.
I guess it's on their website. He said
nah, man, they just have that for when
he said it was on the website. This guy Mike is saying it's on the website.
It's on there, but it's like if you select the black concert option. Like it's
you saying you had to click on the new Keith Sweat concert?
It's like when you go to the car wash and they got all them different options. Like the Hennessy punches under the $5 car wash.
Okay.
Maybe the $10 car wash.
Maybe
that $5 car wash is them natty lights that was down there. But the $10 car wash, you get the Hennessy punch.
The Hennessy punch is ridiculous. Shout out to Alicia. She let us know that she endorsed in those Hennessy punches and they were great.
Yo, did your teeth fall out your mouth?
I have no idea. Alicia, can you let us know what was the aftermath? I want to know how did you make it to work on Monday?
I wouldn't have made it to work yet. That was 2 weeks ago.
I would have still been struggling. I'd have had to take 2 weeks.
I would have been laying on my face like Bobby in that movie.
They had to take you to the hospital. Like, oh man, we got to take Matt to the hospital. He had 3 Hennessy punches.
Because I don't know when to stop. That would have been $45 worth. No, that would have been more than that. No, yeah, that would have been $45 worth of Hennessy and sugar. I don't want Hennessy and sugar together. That sounds like how you speed. That's how you slow your clock down.
Like you take off them extra. Like when you die, you're supposed to have like 2 more extra months.
2 more extra years. Like you getting out of here
years?
A lot quicker. Yeah.
Oh, damn. You said I'm supposed to be 85, not 83.
What do you think is the number one thing in your life you've done that's going to get you out of here earlier than you could have?
Drinking Hypnotic and Hennessy.
Probably. Sugar.
That whole 2004 period, 2003, 2004, world was real. 2002, 2003, 2004, world was real big. Mm-hmm. We was doing that hard. I went to the club in Vegas at the Ra at Luxor. And that was like the big thing. I was buying them for random people. Mm-hmm. It was just, and I was like, I realized later on that it wasn't gonna be good for me. I was gonna be.
How much did you spend on an Incredible Hulk at the Luxor?
Yo, I spent because I bought like 4 black and Asian looking girls. I couldn't tell. Like some of them were like maybe Cambodian. I don't know. They were all
some
like
of
a
them were more black than Asian.
Some of them were, but then some of them were more Asian. So it could have been like they could have been Cantonese or something too. Not sure, but they were bad. And I was there. I went to the club early to meet my boys because I was cheap. And if you stayed in the hotel, you got in for free before 12.
Yes.
So I went in at 10:30 because the line was crazy, and you got to get in through the little VIP line if you showed your key card or whatever. So I'm in there early. They sitting there and they're all dancing and talking to them. And I was like, "Hey, I'm getting some Incredible Hulks. Y'all want some too?" Then the bill came back. $52.
Oh, is that it? Okay, I thought you.
It's early. This 2004 though.
Okay,
now.
I so this is about to say something crazy.
It was $54.
I got
four of them.
Drinking tabs back in my time.
Oh no, this is early though. I was still like, ugh.
Yeah, that's fair.
You got to think this is a fresh graduated Daryl Frierson.
Yeah, if you
at this
used
time,
to spending $5 on drinks.
This is 22, 23-year-old Daryl Frierson.
$2 or $3 on a drink.
Yes. Coin you call it and stuff. And
yeah.
Shout out to all my people that go to Iowa State. Y'all know about the Dean's List. $5 all you can drink on Thursday nights. I'm coming from that.
Yeah, we had the Big 12 that was that same thing.
Yeah, so
get your cup up front and then you just go.
No,
wait, that was on Mondays. They had quarter draws and quarter beers and dollar drinks on Thursdays.
That's what I'm saying. You getting wasted. Back to his email. This is directed towards you. I'm assuming Matt Moore.
Okay.
He says, just wanted to get some questions on a random thing. I was watching Little League World Series a couple of weeks ago, and I know Matt is the baseball connoisseur of the show. Wanted to see what he thought about when he was a kid about maybe being in the Little League World Series. Did he think it was a big deal, or did he not really even care that much as a young strapping player coming up? Love y'all show. Y'all keep me dying laughing. I'm actually an electrician, and I'm sitting on top of the poles sometimes listening to you all show, and y'all, I'm damn near killed myself last week with the
I need you to come holler at me, man. I had like the outlet in my room has been like burnt out for like 6 months now, and I can't get this thing back together. Like, yo, you need to, take a trip, yo. I need you. I need help over here. As far as the Little League World Series, it wasn't really on my map really because we didn't have like a inroads to that where I played. Like I won a national championship when I was 13, but it wasn't.
That's too old. That's too old though, Little League, right?
Yeah. But I mean, even when I was younger, I don't know. I mean, like I just didn't have the inroad. I was aware of it, but we just because the Little League World Series teams are all-star teams that, in a lot of ways, now it's a lot different than it was 25 years ago when I would have been in that range. But I mean, you know, it's 25. It ain't been quite that many, but long enough. Yeah. You know, but I mean, so they're like area all-star teams that come together. They're not like individual teams.
It's like the best player from each one of these individual teams that you have to find. But some of you have to find out about it too, though. So it's got to be right. Somebody's got to know that you play for the U City, rec league.
Yeah, you got to play your way up to that, and you get picked for those teams, and then you start traveling. It's kind of like the easiest way to say it's like an AAU team in basketball, basically.
And probably now it's probably easier for kids to probably get into that system though now than it was back in the day.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's probably.
More exposure to know that it like what I need.
It all depends on where you're at still, because I mean, there's still not like, as far as I know, St. Louis teams that are like you don't ever see.
A St. Louis team made it to Little War Series maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
Well, but I mean, I'm talking about like you don't like see like those all-star teams like on the like a lot of the great players here, like young dudes, they like end up dipping and playing other places and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they like one of my homeboys' son is like he got ranked number 7 in the class 2001. As a pitcher, and like he plays with like Team USA, you know what I'm saying? So like he's like always traveling, always playing and stuff like that. So different thing. We have to get them on the show one day. Talk about that.
That'd be dope.
But yeah. So no, to answer your question, no, it wasn't really my thing. I played in the best leagues around here, but I couldn't. No, I wasn't. It just wasn't really something we had access to.
You didn't care either when you saw it on TV. Like, oh shit, I want to be on.
I don't even think I had ESPN a lot of them years, so I don't know.
I only saw it. I only saw it when it was on ABC. Like when it was the championship game. Okay. That was or they had the U.S. championships normally, and then the championships or whatever. That's the only time I would see it, and I'd be like, dang man, it's a lot of white boys playing baseball out here though. And then I ain't gonna front. The team I loved first ever, and I was a grown-ass man at this time.
Was that dude that was 13 playing?
You goddamn right. The Bronx team with Delamonte. Was it?
Yeah,
Danny Amante. Because that whole squad was black and him.
Yeah. Like a bunch of like.
It was like, the Bronx. They were like from the Bronx.
It looked like the New York Yankees.
Yeah, and then.
With like Tim Raines and Ricky Henderson and Reggie Jackson.
They had an all-star hood squad though.
Derek Jeter.
Them cats had braids out there.
All them cats look like Benny off Sandlot.
Like everybody did. You're right.
Shout out to Benny for having that mustache at the end of that joint that like screamed 1993. He looked like fucking Tom Selleck by the end of that movie.
He did. Benny made that lead though.
He did.
And then the other team was that Chicago squad a couple years ago that was balling.
Oh yeah.
That hating ass coach.
I was down with Monet Davis' team.
Yeah, that was the same year.
Yeah, that was Philadelphia.
They was Philly, but I'm saying, but they were. Yeah, she was on a different squad though. She was on the mixed squad. That Chicago Southside squad, and then the hating dudes like, yeah, one of the players lived 2 blocks outside the district.
Yeah, he was like when he was like Tunstill's stepdaddy.
Yeah, that was gangster. I wish our show was really popping when that happened.
That was
because that was a whole nother thing.
That was like all time hater next level stuff.
Like you're messing up your own money. Like that's
but I think he realized he wasn't. Though.
Oh, you think that Tunstall said a thing to him like, you ain't getting no dough, right?
you know, I don't fuck with you like that, right?
Oh, really?
Step pappy looking ass.
But they said he beat him up though too, like a week before that.
Like Laramie beat him up, or his stepdaddy beat up Laramie?
No. Laramie beat up the stepdaddy.
I'm about to say, hold up.
Like, I guess some indication with his mom or something.
I was about to say, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, he ain't been dope.
That dude was like 6'8", like 300 some pounds.
I mean, everybody can get.
Yeah, but this is.
Ask the locks.
That's true. But that wasn't 6'8", 300 pounds though.
That's fair.
And your stepdaddy sitting around 5'11", 160, 170.
You gotta have an uppercut on that ass.
Oh, and you gotta come in with it fast.
You better come in with them brass knucks like Ric Flair.
JR, the goddamn brass knucks.
God damn it. God,
brass knucks.
You pull them brass knucks out your drawer and sneak them with them joints.
Shout out to my man Boogie, man. He used to always be, he had a t-shirt he had made, them damn brass knucks that he had made in college. And think about that was back in the day though. He had to go to the t-shirt store and tell them, I need to have a t-shirt that says the damn brass knucks.
If you walk in the streets with a set of brass knucks in your pocket, you like a video game character, dog.
Streets of Rage.
Yeah, like you just picking up random shit on the streets and fighting with it until it disappears.
The damn brass knucks. All right. Next email comes from Kristen. She says, Halloween is approaching soon.
Yeah.
What do you all think are some of the best costumes that you have personally seen yourself? I'm thinking about trying to figure out something to do with me and my girls, and we're just fielding some ideas. You all show is hilarious. Keep on keeping on.
couple years ago, me and my homeboys was the Jacksons. Now one of them was Phil Jackson. The other one was Reggie Jackson. The other one was Joe Jackson. We just was all different Jacksons.
But not the Jacksons.
But not the real Jacksons. No, yeah. One year I was Michael Vick and I had a dog cage.
No. And you carried it around with you?
Yeah.
Ooh, how did that go over?
It was fine.
Did you go to black places or white places?
I just went wherever I wanted to.
But I'm saying the black places may be a little bit more.
White people love things like that.
No. White people love that. I'm talking about, but black people may be like, come on, my G.
No, they loved it too.
Okay.
Yeah. Black people ain't riding for each other like that. All that shit was funny.
Well, we'll hold on to later on this
the
show.
Michael Vick shit was ridiculous as hell. Like, on Halloween, nobody brings feelings where they, like, riding against your Halloween costume unless you, like, going blackface. Yeah. I mean, like, that's it. But, like, black people ain't riding for each other to the point where we can't make fun of each other on Halloween.
That's true.
As long as it isn't somebody else making fun of us.
What about the Rihanna and Chris Brown shit when you see people like Rihanna and Chris Brown?
Well, hey, man, I laugh at everything on Halloween, even if it's just, oh.
One of the best ones I saw was an unintended costume for Roy Robinson. He tried to go as Bruce Leroy from The Last Dragon. Keep in mind, if people don't know Roy, he's dark as hell.
Yes.
And 6'2".
Was he looking like Jules off of
No,
Pulp
that
Fiction?
was close. Me and him were walking to EXO for a party, and somebody stops and go, stop their car like, yo, that is dope. You look like Yaphet Kotto from The Running Man. Dog, I literally fell down on the ground. No, I fell down on the ground, dude. Like, I literally fell on the ground, and I could not get up and stop laughing.
What's your favorite Halloween costume you ever did?
I went as a priest and had a child below my
you talking about me and Michael Vick?
That was my junior year in college.
I was Michael Vick my junior year in college.
That was my junior. I had a little dial below on my testicles. And then, I now open up my gown or whatever, and then with the kid be there, but I was dressed up as a priest.
My homeboy was Justin Timberlake dick in a box.
Oh shit! Oh snap! That's a dope one.
He had a kielbasa in that box, like a real kielbasa from the store.
Oh shit!
I was Samuel L. Jackson from the Chappelle Show ad one year.
Oh, it's the Sam Adams. Sam Adams
with the curl. I had the curl cap on.
You had the whole?
I had the whole Puritan
colonial
outfit. Yeah, the whole colonial outfit. I was drinking Sam Adams. I was calling everybody a bitch. It was a great Halloween.
Yeah, it's some good Halloween costumes. I actually loved our homegirls Raven and Tiffany when they came as the Transformers.
Yeah, they did. They
did the full thing, like, and their costumes transformed and shit.
Yeah, they did the thing with that. They take it really, really serious.
They take theirs serious as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know nobody that takes it more serious than them.
No, they do.
They already probably plotting now. I'm assuming, right? They already started curating.
She's not doing the big thing this year.
She's not. But normally they start curating in like August.
Yeah, they do some stuff. I am gonna be Deadpool this year.
Word.
Yeah, I'm getting the legit joint too.
Oh, you getting the full joint?
I'm getting the whole thing. Like I'm getting the whole $100 whatever, not that puffy one where you look like a swole ass dude from the
right.
store.
You getting one that fits you regular.
Yeah, that come in that bag that look like you got some sheets in there.
Then you got to blow it up almost like.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
Little $25 joint from Johnny Brock.
So do you now have to wear family friendly Halloween costumes? Like you can't turn up no more. Now you got.
You said I can't do the priest no more.
You got to like wear stuff so that you dress the same as your daughter.
I haven't thought about doing that yet. I was thinking about doing. It was a couple of them I was thinking about doing with my daughter, but it was like, have you ever played the game The Last of Us?
No.
It's a father and is adopt like a little girl or whatever on there. I was thinking about that one. I was even thinking about a couple other ones, but that was The Last of Us I was thinking about. But I was like, nobody's gonna get that one. I would have to explain to people what it is, and then that makes no sense. What's the purpose if I got to explain to you what I'm wearing? So no, I haven't thought about doing anything like that with her necessarily yet. I was thinking about doing Mini Me and Austin Powers and Dr. Evil and Mini Me. But I just didn't know how it would roll.
Would she know who it is?
No, she'll just be down just because she gonna put on makeup and stuff and
okay.
The whole demo. But then I was like, I gotta cut my hair all the way off, and because I gotta go hard with. I don't want to wear like the plastic thing.
No.
and then I got to get her a plastic thing, and it's just.
I would like to one year get the entire cast of Game of Thrones. Like, get everybody to just be one big-ass cast of things, and we just roam the streets.
Yo, you probably can get free drinks everywhere you go with them, too.
Absolutely.
Like,
I need a Night King. I need a Jon Snow. I need a Hodor. I need a Jaime. I need a Cersei. I need a small cat.
A Bran, somebody in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
I
need a Bran. Yeah.
And you gotta get an old wheelchair too. You gotta get the old joint. You can't have no.
I gotta get that joint with them wooden spigots on it.
Yep.
Or just get that wheelbarrow and have Hodor carrying them around all night.
You gotta get the wheelbarrow too.
Yeah.
But somebody's got to be the big dude though, and it's the other person got to be a smaller cat. You trudge around this Negro all night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can't be somebody 6'1", 190 sitting up in that bad boy.
No, hell no.
But no, there's some good ones, man. Last one comes from shout out to my older brother Vernon. He just wants us to talk about this Kevin Hart versus Cat Williams versus now Mike Epps thing, because Mike Epps jumped in it again too now.
Go ahead with it, man.
All right, so Cat Williams jumps on the radio in Atlanta on V103, I think in Atlanta, I believe. And he goes in on, he says that Kevin Hart's whack. Tiffany Haddish isn't good. It's a lot of the black communities that should have got they spot before her. Then he says Gerard Carmichael and Little Rel are ugly. That's the only reason why people want them on the show. So then Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish go on the Breakfast Club. They go back in on Cat. Talk about how he fucked up his own career. And then because Kev's got a long-standing beef with Mike Epps, he threw him up in there and said, Mike, you fucked up your career too. I was like, God damn. He just said, fuck it. I'm going in on everybody on here. I was like, shit. And Tiffany Haddish was you could tell like that she was real hurt by that because she had that super straight face the whole time.
And she's trying to hold it tight.
She's trying to hold it tight and everything. But then you had Red Grant that came out later on that said that supposedly Tiffany and Kat had squashed it. But why they, are going through all this now and why they going to Breakfast Club after they posted squashed it before. But me and Vernon was talking on the phone because we had to talk on the phone about it. And I was like, it's like one of them things where you got into a situation with somebody and then you was like, man, it's all good. But after you sit there and think about it and then,
right,
or somebody else like, or your friend is more hype and more upset about it, you'd be like, damn, you're right. Like, yo, like, they did really shit on me.
I've been there before. I've been
and
that friend.
You've been there before. And then you might have been this, because your initial reaction is like, man, it's all good. Fuck it. Whatever. But then you start really thinking about it and being like, they didn't really shit on me.
And you look at your homeboy and he be looking at you like,
nah, motherfucker.
We ain't letting that fucking slide. Like, I'm involving myself in that.
this, and that's Kevin Hart for Tiffany Haddish.
Right.
But my biggest thing is, I don't want to get into the in particulars of what is going on with that, but I am starting to have an issue with us as black people having discourse in a mainstream situation, like for public consumption. Like, those are conversations they should be having at Eddie Murphy house. And you know what I'm saying? Where they hashing it out all together like, yo, I got this beef with you. Or even if we don't fuck with each other, we get it off our chest. I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. We ain't got to go on the radios and online fucking around and going off on each other and shit.
That's like, I don't see the, one thing I don't ever trust us to do is to ever look at things as us though. Like, everybody in it for themselves, which is why I'm always skeptical about this grand black uprising as some united community. Because everybody in it for themselves. I mean, and to an extent, I can understand that. But, some stuff, you just don't want to see. But, let's be real. They doing it for promotion. You're not doing nothing to promote yourself behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? So, because these is adults, and most adults, unless they on Facebook or some shit, know not to just spout off at the mouth and just say whatever, especially if you in the public realm like that. You know what I mean? So they know what they doing, and it ain't even about, nothing else like that. Like, he doing that to keep himself up, because if you see somebody who blowing up on the scene in your same realm and it ain't you, you're going to do what it take to keep yourself in the box. Some people going to act like that.
Yeah, but we know a lot of people that's whack and things like that, but I would never go out in the public domain shitting on what they doing and shitting on they shine.
No, it's weak, but I'm saying, but you're not of that type of character though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't co-signing it as being the way you should be, but
you're just saying is this going to happen?
Yeah, it's just how people is, man. Like, people going to be hustle knockers. They always going to block people shine if they feel like it's not theirs or they should be getting it.
And it's interesting even more Because he was saying, like, when, man, back in the day, you didn't hear comedians beefing with each other like this on a public platform. And I was saying, well, we just didn't know about it because we didn't have the consumerism of media or outlets for them to be able to go shit on somebody and everybody hear it. We didn't hear about maybe a situation where, let's say back in the day, Richard Pryor went on the radio in Cincinnati when he's performing at a show, shitting on Rudy Ray Moore. Maybe I'm not saying that happened.
Well, also,
and we didn't hear about it. Only people in Cincinnati knew about that. If you happen to listen to radio in 1981 and hear him shitting on somebody.
But also, people aren't as likely to pop somebody with a fucking Smith & Wesson in 2018 either. If you popped off in 1973, there's a chance that you was gonna get shot in your goddamn head.
Yeah.
Social media has made it a whole lot easier for people to feel like they can just get off whatever issue they want to get off.
And it keeps people, to me, being able to stay within their circle of people. Like back in the day, if I talk shit about you, say in 1992, I talk shit about you and we comedians, I may not know where you're going to pop up at. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might just pop to one comedy club and I'm like, or you got to go to the door and be like, hey, is Matt here? Is he performing tonight? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. But now you can pop off and be like, well, I know that's Matt Club. I saw him on Instagram saying he was going to perform at the Cellar tonight. I ain't going to go to the Cellar if I ain't got to even have that confrontation. Like, you didn't know where the confrontation was going to come from. That's even with anything. Rap, hip-hop, acting, anything like that. Mm-hmm. So it was the unknown of when you walk out, I was like, damn, I did talk about Eddie Murphy on the radio in Brooklyn.
Charlie going to get my ass.
Right. Look, and it's before people knew about that. Like, you had to see Charlie.
Charlie gonna get my ass.
Damn. Hey, is Charlie here? Is he supposed to be coming?
No, motherfucker, I'm right here.
Ooh, shit. Hey, man. What happened was, so I was cocaine, man. It's a hell of a drug, right? It's a hell of a drug, right?
You gonna blame this on cocaine?
Yeah,
nigga,
I mean,
nigga, you know I love
Rick ass last week,
you
and
know
now
I
y'all in the
love
same booth together.
I love cocaine, nigga. Don't blame it on that.
But you in the booth with Rick right now. You just slapped him for hitting you with the Unity ring last week.
Hey, don't you worry about what happens over here. Just worry about how you not over here while it's happening.
Man, I'm just gonna leave, man. I'm just gonna.
I don't think that's an option either. Close the doors real quick. We need to talk to this nigga.
But why we got to talk about it in the public domain?
Listen, man. You see anybody around here looking? Turn y'all goddamn heads around. So what you looking at? You see something I don't see? No. And that's when somebody you just
yeah,
and you hear that ooh,
and it's probably one of Charlie's other homeboys that's to hit you, and Charlie like, ooh, shit, I ain't even have to do that to you, motherfucker. Man, no, I mean, that's just one of my things, and I guess you have a great point saying that this idea, this unity thing, ain't never gonna happen because self-preservation is always gonna be number one. Always gonna be number one, man. And it's just like, damn, man, like, well, people have a lot of jealousy and hate in their heart, man. And that's all of us, because that's a part of all of our lexicon. But I feel like you stop your blessings from when you get into that realm of like, I'm just gonna hate on somebody. You know what I mean? Especially somebody within your peer group, unless they directly did something to you, like, yo, that motherfucker did something directly to me to fuck up my money, fuck up my family, or something like that. But just because the fact that they shining and you ain't in the moment right now,
yeah, you just that purebred of a hater that you gonna just be like that. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, and we can't be out there. And another thing, I hate people be like, man, he just telling the truth. I'm like, yeah, man, there's a lot of things you supposed to be telling the truth, but you ain't supposed to say it.
Hold up, but
people were like, because people were saying Cap was out saying that they ain't funny. They ain't shit, and is, you know, blah, blah, blah. Tiffany Haddish ain't funny. You name me one Tiffany Haddish joke, which is fine. I don't think Tiffany Haddish is the funniest stand-up wise either, but that's just I'm not going to hate on her and her success.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is there's a line between critiquing somebody's craft and then outright hating on them.
But it's a critiquing, but when is, you shouldn't, to me, there is certain domains I'm not supposed to be critiquing certain people.
Oh, I hear you. I ain't disagreeing with that. I'm just saying that like, that's why it's better to stay away from that question.
Yeah. And no, he brought up on his own too. When like he even like somebody asked him, he just volunteered. I want to hate. Right.
Like that's how you know it's hate. When you are eager to critique, there's a pretty good chance you about to be hating.
Yeah, quickly.
Now, if somebody asks you a question and kind of catch you off guard, and you kind of be like, well, you know, I mean, I kind of feel like this way about it. You know, you got an option to at least think about it. But when you real eager to offer up your critiques, use a hater.
Yeah. Off the top of being a hater, man. Mentioning
and you got an outside chance of being a bitch ass nigga too.
Yeah.
Now don't blur them lines because that's a fine way to be.
Yeah.
Now when you a bitch ass nigga, you get made into that. There's a two-way road towards that. To BAN life. The way you get to becoming a legitimate BAN is you say some shit, and then when it comes up and it's time for you to reinforce that shit, you looking for change in your pockets because you got to fill your meter up outside all of a sudden.
But you can do that from your app though now.
You seen my cell phone? Oh man, I think I dropped my wallet. And you patting yourself down, look like you doing a step show. You trying to get out of that so quick. That's when you become a full blown BAN.
Bitch ass nigga. Somebody that wife probably wants him to thinks he's a bitch ass nigga is Jason Maxiell. He went on Iyana Van Zant, told his wife he done slept with 300 women.
341 women.
I was just trying to give a round number.
To be exact, no, the exactness of the number matters here. Because this brother either counted,
or the fact that he roughly is,
or he freshly got some action that he had to account for.
And that he was estimating 340.
Yes.
And then said, oh, shit, I'm messing around.
I forgot about this morning.
341.
341.
But he said only 30 of them was on his wife or something?
Yeah.
But he's been with her, though, since he was in college. That math don't make sense, right?
That math is funny numbers. You trying to say that you went to the NBA and got less ass?
Impossible.
No, not happening.
Look.
I've been to Cincinnati. It ain't going down like that.
Look, shout out to the Cincinnati Bird. And this is the Huggy Bear years.
Yeah.
You know what's going down there.
Yeah.
Huggy Bear?
330. I mean 311. I'm sorry. Is like, no, I'm sorry. 340 because you got the 30 when he was with his wife and then the one from that morning. So
you got 311 women just in college.
Yeah, in high school. I don't know, bro.
That's funny math, man.
Those numbers ain't quite stacking up to me the way that I expected them to.
And I was like, dang, Jason Maxiell, when is the last time he's been in the league? He got a good retirement check. I think I looked it up, and he was like 9 or 10 years in the league.
Oh yeah, he's straight. He had a good run. He got some championships too, didn't he?
Did he get a championship?
I think he was on those Pistons teams.
He was with Ben Johnson and Ben Wallace and all. Not Ben Johnson, Ben Wallace and all them.
Yeah.
So I mean, at that point,
he was on the Cincinnati,
and he's in the Big Three too.
Yeah. So he's I mean that's what I said. But I'll tell you what, what's her name? What's the name of the chick show he was on?
Brandy Maxiell was Iyana Van Zant.
Iyana Van Zant. Yo, she be bringing out the devil in brothers.
Oh, man.
I was watching that episode when Turk was on there, and I just had to turn it off. I couldn't even do it anymore. I was like, nah, dog. Turk done turned his face. She got this brother standing in the corner crying at the wall. I'm like,
he ain't getting no rings with Detroit.
Oh, he didn't?
He came the year after they won.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's a rookie the year after.
Fair enough. But anyway, she be having people going to places in they soul I ain't 100% sure exist. Like, I feel like people be doing stuff on that show, and then they go home like, man, that shit never happened. What the hell was I in there talking about?
I ain't gonna front. Her promos, if you see any of her commercials, are fucking amazing, dude.
Oh, yeah. She know how to get it going.
Yeah, you be like, but I never watch it, though. But I always be like, man, I should watch that episode. But I never do. It just get me hyped, like, yo, I want to watch that one. But you never do. And it's just like, I know Jason Maxiell was like, did I have sex with 340 women? He might only have sex with 30. But she didn't got in there like, name all of them. Every woman, even like head, even if they like touch my balls, all of them, Jason. 340 then. He just threw out a random number. What about this morning, Jason? 341.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then you get that extra piece, and then you look at it and see it.
And the funny thing is, for an NBA player and athlete, I would say he's not even an average. Well, for his standing, where he is in his station is probably a lot, considering he was a 22nd pick.
I don't want to know.
And then only played in the league, and then
I don't want to know what it can get to.
Well, Will Chamberlain said 20,000.
Before social media.
Before. Wilton Heaven, like, yo, I could have doubled this up.
I feel like Wilt might have been counting separate activities with one person on the tab.
Yeah, he was counting. you juggle my balls inside of Studio 54.
Yeah, that's one time. And then the same girl.
He was probably.
And then the same girl give you some head. That's 2.
Right.
And then the same girl give you a reach around.
Then
that's
the same
3.
girl had sex you in the cab on the way back to the hotel.
That's 4. You get your numbers up in a hurry if you go like that.
Or you have a situation where it's 4 women in a room with you at one time and it's like an orgy thing, but you ain't touched all of them. It's just a whole bunch of women and you. And men. It could be a whole kind of crazy thing like that.
Yeah.
You got to think this is 60s, 70s. Cocaine, all kind of shit was popping. Shout out to Will Chamberlain. 20 grand. 100 on the game, 20 grand off the court.
Yeah, that's a... God bless you, brother. Of all the stats you got, that is by far the one.
Now we're gonna go into this clip. No. We're going to go into Ben Roethlisberger. So break this down for us with the Stormy Daniels situation.
Wait, no, hold up. We got a few things before we do that. Okay. We got.
Oh, happy birthday!
We missed a few things here.
Yeah.
Hold up. We're talking about niggas being idiots. Let's go back. What the hell is Leveon Bell doing?
I don't think he's an idiot though.
We're week 3.
See, we differ on our opinions on
we
this.
talked about this last time.
Yeah,
he still ain't there.
I'm with him. This is how you supposed to fight.
Here's the thing: if he gets traded and he comes back and plays after he gets traded and still doesn't have a new contract,
but I'm thinking he's not gonna play unless he gets a new contract.
I'm letting it be known if he gets traded, and as of yesterday, the Steelers made it clear that he was available.
Right, and they talking about to the Jets.
Well, they talking about a couple of teams. They're fielding offers, so there's a number of teams that put themselves forward. If he gets traded and then suits up with the same contract,
it was all for nothing though. Yeah, it was all.
He's a fucking idiot.
Now, but if he gets a brand new contract and gets traded, he's a fucking genius.
I mean, yeah, if he gets it before doing that. But the thing about it is that the trade value is gonna be trash unless he already has the deal.
Right.
So he's gonna be sitting there until week 10.
If he's sitting on his check, just
because
like
if he doesn't play by week 10, he loses a year towards free agency.
Right, because you have to play a certain amount of time to get to free agency. Right.
Right.
I mean, okay, he can go up there and suit for one game, and he's on free agency still.
No, he got to play. He got to play the slate out. You have to play a certain amount of games. You can't just suit up and then have one game and then you're good.
How many games? What's the percentage of the games you have to play to get the free agency?
If he has missed as much time as by the time week 10 comes around and he doesn't start playing through the rest of the season, he is not getting a year accrued towards free agency. He's still going to have to play a month and a half.
I mean, a year and a half, you mean?
Month and a half. He's going to.
Oh, you're saying on top. Got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I think it's a genius move, man. And if it works, I know that there's got to be owners like, yo, we can't let this happen.
Well, the CBA is going up in flames anyway.
Right, and it's going to be a strike coming up soon, though, too. It's going to be a lockout or a strike coming up soon.
Yeah.
But I'm saying owners are kind of be like, yo, whoever trades him cannot sign him to another contract, because if that works, every running back is going to start doing that shit. Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't say everyone, but your top running backs. You can't be Jason Williams. You know, that's just the third string talking about, well, I mean, everybody else hurt. Y'all need me now. I don't mean that, but I mean, if you're a top running back, Le'Veon Bell should. I feel him in this situation. Like, people would thought Rashad Mendenhall was stupid when he retired early, and now he's the executive producer of Ballers and a writer on there.
Well, yeah,
he left with some chips.
Yeah,
he was like, I'm good.
He got out ahead of the decline. I mean, it's kind of the same thing that happened with Chris Boylan and happened with Patrick Willis and all of that. I mean,
Calvin Johnson too.
Well,
Calvin Johnson was saying it was hurting him to go play.
Yeah, Calvin Johnson was just like, I'm out of gas. I can't do this
no more.
Yeah, like I'm done.
But Le'Veon Bell, if he's got enough chips to be able to fight it, more power to him. To me,
go for it, man. I'm not leaving any money on the table, because none of that money that you could get theoretically in the future. Let's say you sign that big contract, and then you get hurt, and you got a lockout coming in a year and a half. Everybody in the NFL right now needs to be getting as much money as they can to prepare for that. It's the worst possible time to be trying to hold out and not get money that you're gonna need, because in 2 years nobody getting paid.
Yeah, or what if he gets up for a lot of upfront money though on the signing bonus?
You can do that, but the thing I'm saying about it though is you get that. In football, for me, there's too many ifs. Of course, there's the opportunity that you could get this huge contract, play it out, get all the money that you can in it. But at the same time, every dollar you don't collect into your pocket is crazy. And I've talked to this with other pro athletes that I know, and they said, this dude getting bad advice. Especially the ones I know that played in the league.
Yeah.
They say get every dollar you can while you can. It ain't like baseball where your money gonna come to you no matter what because your contract guaranteed. You gonna get that money.
And arbitration.
They said arbitration is just part of in football, arbitration is just all.
No, I'm talking about how baseball's arbitration. Your money gonna go up.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna get paid either way it goes. But I mean, the thing about it is, no matter what, baseball, your contract is guaranteed. You know, you it's not.
But what you look at also is that he's not putting a lot of miles on the tires.
Yeah, but the thing that I'm saying though is, and this is again the opinions I'm sharing from the guys I know. They say is you get the money while you can because you got a whole life to lead on the other side of that where you're not gonna ever have access to checks like this again. And every year you get older, you get further away from it anyway. So I can't abide by giving up $1 million a week.
But all he wants is Todd Gurley money though.
All he wants, that's a shit ton of money. But at the end of the day,
him and Todd Gurley
but here's the thing though. At the end of the day, you still not getting paid right now. You still not getting paid.
So I go sign the contract. You saying just play it out?
Just play. Like Earl Thomas did the same thing, and then he came and played. And now he's getting paid, and he's giving the Seahawks hell. He like, I'm not practicing if I got a headache.
Because he already got his contract, you saying?
But he was holding out until right before week 1. He says, I'm going to make it a living hell to deal with me this year, and then I'm out. But I'm here, and he's getting paid. He's making $10 million this year.
You saying you do it all the time with like, all right, I'm going to be an asshole this whole time.
Yeah, I'm going to make this fucking horrible for you to have to deal with me because...
But y'all going to pay me my money.
But you're going to pay me. And now you giving money to them every week. It's about to be $4 million that you ain't collected. Here coming up this week, $4 million to eventually you're gonna have to show up anyway. You know what I'm saying? So what if you sit out 10 weeks? You done left $10 million on the thing, come out and then get hurt in your first game.
Yeah, it
don't make no sense to me. It don't make any sense to me. I'm not leaving no money behind. I'm not even leaving the little thousands of dollars I get behind, let alone what kind of money he's getting.
Yeah, true. So let's go into his teammate. Big Ben.
Yeah. Well.
Or
do we want to do Will first?
We'll do. I think a great segue for us is through the Steelers since we brought Leveon Bell through.
Oh boy.
We'll bring Will before the storm of the end of the show.
We do Will at the end of the show too.
To offset the firestorm that's going to happen at the end of this.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
Sorry.
So don't break down Stormy Daniels, Ben Roethlisberger.
All right, so Stormy Daniels and Ben Roethlisberger. I'm not going to introduce any of these backgrounds. You should know about this already. But anyway, Donald Trump, a few years back apparently, according to Stormy Daniels, introduced Ben Roethlisberger, Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger, to Stormy Daniels. And he said that Stormy should walk Ben up to the room. And she's like, nah, I'm good. And he's like, don't worry about it. Let's just do it real quick, come back down. Now, Ben Roethlisberger gets up to the room with this adult film star and walks her to the room.
So basically Donald Trump set her out.
Walks her, yeah, in a way, yes. He walks her to her room, and then gets there and he's like, can I get a kiss? And she's like, nah, I'm good. He's like, come on, this is real quick. And she's like, nah, I'm good. You know I'm here with Donald. And he's like, I won't say anything. I promise. And then she was like, nah, I'm good. Went in her room, closed the door. Now, you know the voracious appetite of Ben Roethlisberger. I'm glad
it's documented.
I'm glad she just got in the room safely. However, this took a nosedive when, at that point, she says she hears Ben Roethlisberger at the door, scratching at the door, saying, please, come on, let me in. Just for a second. I won't say anything.
I believe it.
And these are talking about multi-millionaires between Trump and Ben Roethlisberger.
You ain't a sucker.
Stormy Daniels. Yes. I would like to see the ratio of sucker to dollars.
To dollars.
Dollars to sucker ratio.
Like, okay, being rich and then how many suckers have money and like what's the percentage of real G's versus suckers, like with the money ratio?
Yeah, like who's truly winning the war of life out here? Does it pay better to be a sucker?
Or does it pay better to be a real G?
Probably pays better to be a sucker.
I would imagine so too.
Yeah.
It's just the way of the world. It's just the world isn't that kind though for real G's to be able to succeed.
No, it's not. It's not built up. It's not built.
It's not built for that. It's not. I mean, look at Donald Trump. I mean, that's not a real G.
No,
you know what I'm saying. But the fact that Donald Trump was trying to set a route though.
Right.
Also, so my thing is, so Stormy Daniels like on like so they were at a hotel, like a little hotel bar. I'm assuming I'm trying to contrive this in my mind how this scenario is set. They all having drinks at some hotel bar, and Donald's like, "Go ahead and set my boy out."
No, he just
said, Ben sitting at the other on the other side. Like Ben went to the bathroom. He's like, "Go ahead and set my boy out." He fingered go to his, when you go to the room, let Ben come up there with you. I got $100,000 for you. I'm assuming they put out a dollar amount. Seemed like that would be Donald Trump's thing to throw money out there first.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I don't see him trying to finesse it or quote unquote having game or anything like that for the situation. His game is I got $100,000 right here for you.
Right.
If you fuck Big Ben. Because I'm trying to buy the Steelers.
She's like,
or I'm trying to buy what was the team? The Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
And I want him to come to play.
That didn't work out well.
No.
He'd love their quarterback now though.
Yeah. Yo. We should have let him buy the Bills.
He probably got a MAGA hat.
We should let him buy the Bills.
Josh Allen definitely has a MAGA hat somewhere.
Yeah. He already got caught up in all them tweets and shit.
He definitely got a MAGA
Definitely.
hat.
He went to the University of Wyoming. He definitely.
Hey, we forgot something. We need to backtrack real quick.
To
the Cat Williams.
Go for it.
All that stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin
Leslie
Hart,
Jones?
all of that. Yeah.
I already knew you was going with it. Leslie Jones said, "Fuck both of them niggas," basically.
You know,
that's I think that's a direct quote.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cat Williams. You know, we went over that. Cat Williams, them doing all of that. You know, and Leslie Jones. You know, stepped into it. Leslie Jones from SNL. She stepped into it as well, and you know, she said addressed Hart's claim, said that Kevin Hart said that Melanie Camacho and Lunel and Leslie Jones, they all are underneath the umbrella of Cat Williams. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? What kind of umbrella is that?
It's a hell of an umbrella.
I was like, I don't know what that means. So Leslie Jones fires back, and she says, and I quote.
Yeah, this is a quote. Direct quote.
Real talk about both of them niggas. They need to keep my name out of their mouth unless they using it to eat my pussy. Real talk. I was like, I had that look on my face like when they broke it down in the 5 Heartbeats. I was like, woo.
Heart is a house.
Like when Leon hit that high note and them people in that crowd was catching the vapors.
No, it wasn't Leon. It was Choir Boy.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about when he first took the mic, not the highest note.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, and he's like, yeah, and they was all fanning the one girl in the front row. Yeah,
that was me. She said, at least Cat put me on this tour. Kevin could have put me on tour a long time ago, but he never respected me or my comedy. And trust, I can call his card, and I know I can. Both Kevin and Cat came to women like all these rest of these niggas in the game. Shitty.
God damn.
We just gonna have a complete debacle of the black comedy scene, and then in the end, we will still have Chappelle
and Chris Rock.
They will endure.
Look, they will
and
not,
Eddie.
Look, and they will not jump in none of this fray at all.
No.
Even when was going in on him, Faison Love was going in on Dave Chappelle, talking about he ain't funny, he's whack. Chappelle didn't even like, nigga, I ain't even on that shit. He ain't even worried. As they say, he ain't worried about none. He ain't worried about none. Next, we're going to go into a clip of New York, if anybody remembers her. Tiffany from Flavor of Love.
Tiffany Pollard from
Flavor of Love and I Love New York shows. She's being interviewed by it's the super conservative dude, Jesse Lee Peterson. Mm-hmm. Super conservative dude. And this is the most diametrically different people in the same interview at the same time. I don't know who the producer was that got this even booked, that thought this was a great idea.
I had to clutch my pearls at the 1 minute.
But it was a great idea. It ends up being, like, I wouldn't have, if I was a producer of Jesse Lee Peterson, I wouldn't think to bring New York on there. But it's brilliant. It's brilliant stuff.
It's kind of like if Beneath Two Ferns was real life. and it happened like that. For real. Let's play this, man.
We're going to play this real quick.
I have with me reality TV star Tiffany Pollard, also known as New York. When did you get your spinoff show, your own spinoff? When did this happen?
When Flav broke my heart.
And did he ever tell you in private why he rejected you?
It would have been nice if he would have told me, especially because I gave him head so many times. I mean, we've had so many intimate moments.
You gave him head?
I mean, come on.
What's head?
This head meets that head. You know, fellatio for a woman like me is no problem. I mean, I have ample lip size and, you know, conditioning and structure. And, you know, I just know how to hold it right. To me, the penis is such a large symbol of the man. That's where my head goes immediately.
Oh, I see.
Honestly, like cock and balls, like boom. He whipped it out and it was super huge. He wasn't circumcised, so I was a little bit scared of it, but it was really big. Obama is off limits.
Right.
Yeah, that's one dick I will not hop on. I don't know. I don't want to make this whole interview about dick. The majority of men I've been with, I've always cheated.
Did they know you were cheating around?
Oh no, I'm a very good liar.
Are you a feminist?
What is your definition of it?
My definition is women who hate men.
Oh my goodness, no. Because listen, at the end of the day, a vibrator can't get me to where I gotta go. I love men. On the weekend, the guy can pull out my weave and he can just do all these things to me. You know, he can hit me a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Choke me a little bit. And you know, I'll heal by Monday morning again. I've had so much great sex in my younger day.
Right.
Like right now, I'm good. It's been weeks.
Since you have sex?
Yeah.
Since you had sex?
Uh-huh.
How are you surviving?
Off of good memories. Masturbation has gotten me through a lot of time in these years. I took my own virginity. Like since the age of 12, I've always found the word whore very erotic.
Oh yeah?
I've always wanted to be known.
Now that is 2 minutes of great stuff though, so hold on. Business finna pick up. It's not over.
I was taking notes, but we can get my notes here in a second. Yes, business. I just wanted to stop for a second because I think everybody might need a second to breathe real quick. But yeah, business is now about to pick up.
Known as a whore. I feel like there's a little bit of hoe in all of us.
So you're a hoe?
Well, I don't like labels, but I want to be a farmer.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
And what do you want to farm?
Tomatoes. My vagina is so gorgeous.
What's a gorgeous vagina? What does that look like?
Oh, she's juicy. She's plump. You know, she's just sitting there going, taste me. You know, and it's like coconuts and everything.
Have you always been a bitch?
You know what? I gotta blame my mama.
Oh, so your mother was a bitch?
I mean, but she's a good bitch.
Is she still living?
Of course.
Oh, when did you realize your mother was a bitch?
Oh gosh, I cannot call my mom. I'm not calling you a bitch.
Yeah.
Have you always been a bitch? So your mother was a bitch. When did you realize your mother was a bitch? I damn near had a seizure.
Yo, at the beginning when Jesse was like, "What's a head? What's head?"
What's head? I thought he said, "What's a shed?" I'm about to say,
no,
you keep your hoes.
Yeah, just
traditionally.
Right.
This one got out.
Yeah, she was like, "It was." I mean, it's my mouth, and I'm like, "Yeah."
So here's what I took from all of that, real quick. I took some notes.
Go ahead.
I took some notes. She took her own virginity, which is something in and of itself. That he believes that feminists are women who hate men. I think they only hate men on Twitter and then sometimes on Facebook too.
Yeah.
They don't really mean it.
No.
And then that the majority of men she's been with, she has cheated.
That's fine.
Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
It seems about right.
Yeah, I wouldn't think anything less.
And then she broke down Flavor Flav's unit, and I never needed that.
He said, "I never need." That was one of the things that you never needed.
Yeah, no. That's going to be the thing that out of all of that probably sticks with me. Well, I'm going to have to sleep with the light on tonight.
It's Flavor Flav.
Just a little bit of a light, like a candle
you
or something.
boy.
Looking like that. Looking like that thing old girl gave birth to on Game of Thrones.
Oh, man.
So Tiffany Pollard, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, man.
Tiffany Pollard.
Man, let's get in. Bill Cosby going to jail for 3 to 10.
Is this a life sentence?
Yes. This is basically the same.
Is the 3 or the 10 the life sentence?
The 3.
Okay, so what's the over under on Bill making it to 3? Yeah,
it's gotta be
2.5
to 1.
No, 2.5.
You said how many? I thought you said more odds. Like with the odds, he makes all 3.
Yeah,
I was saying 100 to 1 odds that he makes it all 3. You'll make some great money if you can bet that, and I'm sure there's a betting site for this.
You think there's a line for that?
Oh, there's
a line for everything.
There's a line for It's a line for how long this podcast to be somewhere. It's somebody betting on some foreign Costa Rican website.
Mm-hmm.
How long will the next episode the scenario be?
It's probably me.
That you set it up on your own on an offshore account.
I'm an inside trader.
Ain't nothing wrong with that if you can be the house.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, man. Pill. So with the part of the fuckery gauntlet, do we have to trade him because he goes to jail, or is it only free people?
Absolutely not.
Okay. I was wondering if we have to replace him.
No, he's the stone now that you got to throw your daughter off the side of the cliff for to get.
And that was the soul gem.
That was the soul stone. Yeah,
that was the soul stone.
Yeah. I mean, this is the most radical 180 I think of our times.
Of a career, you goddamn right.
I just don't think I've ever seen anybody take a bigger turn in opinion. And and it's his fault that A Different World beat The Cosby Show in the brackets last week.
Yep. It's all this.
It's all because of this. And he's only getting, I guess that the sentence is coming only for 1. It's not even like it's a class action lawsuit against him.
No, there ain't no paper came up out yet either.
Yeah.
Ain't no paper.
Ooh-wee.
3 to 10. Now, dude, how does the prisoners treat Bill when he goes in there?
I don't know. Is Bill going to like a hardcore penitentiary?
Yes, state pen.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
it ain't fed is when you thinking about where cats chilling out on the lawn and stuff. That's fed. He's considered a sexual predator. That's Max, dog. This ain't like no thing of like you.
Well, he'll go to the sexual predator side of it though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Where nobody can fuck with him.
Yeah.
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 And you know what? He'll be, even if he wasn't there, they'll have him in the they have a celebrity wing of most prisons where like if you're a high profile prisoner, for you just in general not to be crowded around, fuck with anything.
Why didn't they send Bobby Brown there?
Because he to that side. Because I think he wasn't in prison though. He was just in jail. He was in jail. He wasn't in prison. I don't believe.
I think
because he did a couple of months. He didn't do years. Like you get sent off to a small town in the state of Pennsylvania that he's gonna be sent to.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
I mean, and then man, fuck it, man. I'm gonna say it, man. I didn't want to say it before, but I thought we learned our lessons. Black people kind of really bumping up for like we did for OJ. Like to be like, and then we find out later on that all this shit's true.
Oh, it's time for you to give people the rundown.
So, everybody was down with OJ back in '95. I ran out of my classroom and everything laughing. That was my freshman year in high school, and I went to school with all white people, and I was dying laughing when I found out that OJ got off. But looking back, I was wrong. I was wrong for all that shit.
You recant?
I was good. I was dope for what I did because it's the shit on the white people there and everything that may have been there that was racist people. But it was wrong for us to be using him as the cornucopia of black.
Man, O.J. Simpson was like the walking embodiment of Kwanzaa the way you think people was treating him.
Yeah. And that was wrong for us to. And I get the sentiment and why we were, but it was the wrong motherfucker to be kind of riding for.
Yeah, O.J.'s terrible.
Yeah. And we love him, though. That's the funny thing. We hate him but love him on this show. We still love OJ.
I think OJ's a parody. That's what I love.
Oh, that's what I love about him, too.
Yeah, he's a parody.
Yeah. That's the best things about him.
And he's the Night King.
He's the Night King. And we love Game of Thrones.
Speaking of which, Tiger Woods came back to life this weekend, too. Like, OJ's touch is truly resurrecting all of them dead soldiers.
If he's the Night King, then Tiger Woods is binging.
Tiger Woods is binging. Damn.
It just hit me. Because he's on both sides of the wall. He can go through both sides. But he can't go all the way through the wall back to the people. But people still fuck with him a little bit on the outside of the wall.
Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you for that.
Yeah. He's binging, man. He been through some shit. Got all scarred up and fucked up, trying to fuck around, doing shit like the Night King did. having a whole bunch of women on some crazy shit, got him fucked up.
As other parts of Bill's situation here, he has been. It's ruled that he'll be classified permanently as a sexually violent predator. A determination that requires a lifetime registration, lifetime mandatory sex offender counseling with a treatment provider, and a notification to the community that a sexually violent predator lives in the area.
That means he can't even. I don't even know. Like, that's hard as fuck for people to move into certain areas in general if they have that on them. Because you can't be around a school, you can't be around daycares, you can't be around women's shelters, you can't be around a certain amount of kids in a neighborhood. Like,
got to move to the moon, baby.
He can move to Montana or Wyoming. Where did Kanye hang out at? He can go there. And then they can get on the gauntlet. Two of the gyms can be together.
That's dangerous. We can't have them that close together.
They gotta stay spread out.
It's like the mother boxes.
OJ be like, I'm close to assembling it. I got two of them right there in Wyoming. I got Omarosa, then Clarence Thomas, and then we had
R. Kelly.
And R. Kelly. He got to go down to Atlanta though. You know, OJ don't fuck with Atlanta. Like, that's out of his wheelhouse. Too many black women.
Way too many black women.
Too many black women to go down to R. Kelly. He going to catch R. Kelly when on his tour. You know.
He got to trick R. Kelly into coming out into the open.
Right, saying that I got a whole bunch of 19-year-olds just for you.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, I knew that people, when this whole thing was gonna come down for this, people was gonna defend Bill. Man, people get Heathcliff Huxtable different than Bill Cosby. Man, yo, I got a daughter though, man. Even before that, I know women that have been raped and been through some shit. Yo, at first you could have been like, man, some people lying and shit. When 40 and 50 motherfuckers start falling out the closet and shit. I mean, yo, we got to take pause to this situation and be like,
this is like a real problem, dog.
Yeah, we can't be like, yo, they all lying. I forgot what podcast I listened to. They were talking about how hard it is to get like, the more people you have involved in a conspiracy, the more likely it can't become a conspiracy because it's more people involved in it than it is. Think about how many times if you try to keep somebody's secret for a goddamn birthday party, and if you got too many people coming, it'll leak out. And you think that you can get 40 or 50 women together conspiring and one of them can't get caught up in some shit?
Yeah, no.
Now, and all some of those women after a payday, sure, I'll take that on that. Some of those women have been a payday, but after you get up to 40 and 50, man, we got to be like, yo.
Man, you'll always find dudes that want to defend dudes because most of the time in my life where I've seen people defend stuff like what Cosby did and even like questioning even what the dude that happened with like the gymnastics thing.
The Nassar thing.
Yeah, Larry Nassar. Like they questioning that stuff. It's because they the dudes that then caught either a completely wrong side of the deal dealing with a chick, or probably got caught in some shit that they was on that they actually deserved to get caught on. Like them the kind of people that question this shit. And I understand if you done got took through the ringer, you know what I'm saying, by the courts or something like that. 100%. Like, hey, man, it sucks when it happens. And I won't sit here and say that the courts aren't sometimes slanted and biased towards women. But at the same time, that don't mean that every dude ever is completely, free of having actually committed a crime.
Right.
Like, come on now.
Yeah, there are people that, and this idea that the idea of rape is just like, I catch a bitch in the alley and I throw her down and pull her drawers down and fuck her. That's the idea that's what people will have the fucked up conception of what rape is.
Right, and that's not. I mean, and that's just completely.
That's the most,
wrong.
and that's the least likely to happen to a woman is just some random dude and they coming out of a bar and be like grabbing them on their way to their car.
Right, that's some movie shit.
Yeah,
it happens.
Yeah, but that's the movie shit.
Yeah. I mean, it absolutely happens, and in any situation in which rape occurs is a horrible negative situation. But come on, man, like just think about how it makes you look to be defending a rapist. Like let's just boil it down to brass tacks and think about how that makes you look to feel like you got to cape up for a dude that done caught a rape case like this, and it's not just from one person; it's from multiples, and there ain't that many people that needed to, like you to your point, conspire against the dude in order to make this happen. Like this isn't perpetuating a crime that doesn't have any basis. Like let's keep it 100% G. This dude was out here wilding. for decades, and they finally got a hold of it.
And the idea, there's some people like, well, what about all the white people need to be locked up? Oh, they coming. Nassar just got locked up.
Oh, wait. Nassar just got
Weinstein
locked up? Harvey Weinstein's next?
We got the dude, Kavanaugh for the Supreme Court.
Now, one point that in the discussion I had today that is a good point is like, why is it that Bill Cosby's getting locked up for something like this serious, but another dude's getting cleared to join the Supreme Court?
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's 100% fucked. Both of them can be fucked up and not be fucked up.
Right. Both of them are wrong. Let's just keep that.
Like, there's not it's like a thing of like, well, shit. He robbed a house across the street too.
You're right.
You robbed a house.
One person isn't necessarily better because they did it too.
Or you're not vindicated just because they did it.
Right. Like, come on, man. Let's keep it 100% real. Like, that's terrible. And there is no right or there is no wrong here. There's nothing but wrong here. There is no right or wrong.
Yeah,
it's all wrong. Everything's wrong.
Man, my thing is like, Bill Cosby did a lot of dope things for black people, but as the great Dave Chappelle said, but he also rapes.
By the way, he's a rapist.
Yes.
So, I mean, I understand being invested in people because they meant something to you, and I understand that, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, save that type of emotion for somebody that need it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Save that for somebody who deserve it, not just somebody that you just don't want to believe that it happened to them. And also, don't be making these baseless-ass arguments where you like, just because I said so. Like, have a real substance to your argument if you're going to make it. Otherwise, just sit on your words.
And look, my thing is, Bill Cosby getting locked up or not ain't gonna affect you no motherfucking way or not. We go back to that might be at the beginning of the title of this show, self-preservation. Bill getting locked up ain't gonna be better for black people or not. Ain't like if he didn't get locked up, all these black people gonna be. Are they gonna free all the political prisoners because Bill in there?
Right.
Bill ain't no motherfucking political prisoner.
Right.
We
ain't talking about Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, we ain't talking about Mutulu Shakur. We ain't talking about Mumia Jamal. We ain't talking about Assata Shakur. We ain't talking about like real political prisoners. Geronimo Pratt, that rest in peace, that got out. Like, we not talking about real political prisoners. Those are real people that were fighting for a cause for us as black people. Bill gave a whole bunch of money. And he did give us the Cosby Show. He gave us those positive images. But he was also raping broads on the side.
Meanwhile.
Yeah.
Like, all I'm going to say is
you can do good and be evil at the same time. There is no unilateral thing.
All I say is just keep it real. Keep it real with yourself. Keep it real with the situation, man. Like, everything ain't an absolute.
And I'm sorry for saying broads. That was bad. I just thought about that.
Yeah, man. You can only say that off air.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
It is what it is, man. I ain't gonna beat the dead horse. We know where it's at. It's resolved now, and I hope that if anything else, man, people come out of this realizing, hey, man, don't put too much faith in somebody you don't know, other than what it is that you need to be.
Yo, that's one of the main things.
Other than what it is, appreciate people for what they give to you, but don't give them the type of intellectual property over you where they, become something to you more than what.
But I don't even know if people even give a fuck about Bill that much. They just give a fuck about the idea of.
It's some of both. I know what you're
it's some of both, but it's almost like, well, shit, man, that was like 7-8 years ago that shit happened.
Like, there's no fucking expiration date.
Shit, they can come. What about me though? That one time. Oh shit, we did get that one chick Tracy drunk though back in the day. I just be wondering if it be some conscious shit on motherfuckers like that.
Oh yeah, you always have people that's gonna cape up for people because they see their reflection in the mirror. They see somebody else out there wilding, and they be like, "Oh, hold up, I gotta hold up. That could be me." Like, oh, really? All right, cool.
Let's before we go into our brackets in a little while, and everyone, we actually are recording this a little bit early, so we're gonna get a little pause a little bit later on the show, and me and Matt will be recording part of the show on the back end. to give you the update on the bracket.
Yeah, we're
just to give you an update because the sound's gonna change a little bit from when
we're gonna give you time to get the votes in, but hey, definitely hit that. We down to the final four. It's tight. Everything right now is either locked up right now or knotted up. We're recording this on Tuesday evening, so there's gonna be stuff to come. But the brackets are open until Thursday afternoon at noon, and you can get that in, man. So you're probably not gonna hear this until afterwards. But still.
But go and vote for the finals.
But the finals, by the time you're hearing this, the finals will be in one way or another. It's going to be some combination of you having to pick between who your favorite parent is, basically. Not in a Bill Cosby, Heathcliff, Huxtable type of way.
Bill still can maybe potentially win, though. That's the funny thing.
He could come out.
He is the producer.
One of his products could come out on top here. And I'm not telling you not to vote for it for that reason.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Do your thing. Go after it like you want to.
Shout out to Will Smith, his 50th birthday, man. Is he the most unlikely story to have blown up in general? Not unlikely, but when you think about his trajectory and where he came from and what he did.
No, not to me, man, because Will had work ethic.
No. I'm talking about just you saw him. What I mean in like that is that because if people don't know, House Party is originally supposed to be him and Jazzy Jeff.
Right.
That was supposed to be the vehicle for them to kind of blow up. Of course, Fresh Prince comes along 2 years later, and they use that as a vehicle. But I'm saying, so many people, I guess within hip-hop, hated on Will. That's what I mean more than anything. Like, they would have been like, man, DMX is supposed to be the best black rapper actor. Or even, Cube probably really kicked down the door for all the rapper actors. Really,
well, I think that, but my thing about what I mean about by talking about Will's work ethic is that Will would have been big anyway because Will would have found a way. Like
regardless,
the most unlikely people that are in the position they're in for me right
DMX.
now. No, he ain't on that Will Smith level. I'm talking about it would be he would have never got it. He would have never crossed over in the way that Will Smith did to the masses the way he did. Will Smith would have never been a lead actor in a movie like Ali. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? So like Will Smith and The Rock are two people I look at and I say, boy, they really just from where they started at and the level they started at, man, they really made it for themselves and have their hand guiding all this stuff and do it. Now you got people that don't like Will's acting, you know what I'm saying? But you got people that don't like Denzel's acting. So everybody's got their opinion, you know what I'm saying? And that's all good, but you talk about, people always talk about Jamie Foxx being the triple threat and being all those things. I
think he's overrated actor, personally.
Well, yeah, but still at the end of the day, his accomplishments are his accomplishments.
Oh, yeah, you can't take that away from him.
So, but people talk about that, but really, Will Smith is that guy first and foremost, though. You know what I'm saying? Like Will Smith in this more recent era for people that will turn 50 today. So let's just say people that are around or underneath that 50-year-old barrier. Like Will still is like that guy.
He still's a box office draw too.
Yeah, Will is that guy. So I got nothing but respect for Will, man. He made one of the defining TV shows of the 90s. He absolutely parlayed it into really helping the summer blockbuster blow up the way that it did. Independence Day is kind of the kickoff for what the summer blockbuster has become.
It is.
You got Will at the heart of that. You know what I'm saying? So much respect to Will Smith, man. That's
man. Respect that man for what he's done too.
And then at the end of the day, man, to me, Will, again, it seems odd to talk about that after the Cosby Show thing, but you know what I mean? But talk about Bill Cosby, because who knows? You can be wrong about anybody. You can be wrong about somebody you know what I'm saying? Let alone somebody that you have no idea about them. But Will also, you know what I'm saying, is doing it in real life. You know what I'm saying? He's raising the family. He's putting opportunity in front of his kids, He's doing it. So, I got, respect for Will Smith.
Yeah,
you know
exactly,
what I mean?
Exactly. But shout out to Will Smith on his 50th.
He's crazy to think Will Smith 50 though. Who else is sneaking up is getting to a point where I'm like, damn.
Omar Epps is 48, 49 too.
Okay, somebody that I really looked at their body of work.
Well, I'm just I'm thinking about Juice. That was a.
How old is
Pac would be down there 50 now too.
Yeah, how old is Denzel? He's 60.
He's 60.
Okay.
61, 62.
Yeah, Denzel's up. So Denzel's like my people's age. Let's see. How old is Cube? Cube's
50.
50 on the head.
Well, he might be because he was the youngest in NWA, he may be 40,
like
49.
all the new additions 50 except for Bobby. He's 49. So I mean, they all like right there. So it's like that generation. Like it's kind of dope to see the people that was the older entertainers when I was truly young getting to that point now.
Yeah,
you know?
and then they still thriving. They're
still doing their thing
for themselves.
Like really showing how you can make that vehicle.
Halle Berry's 50, I believe too. Right?
Yeah, she is. Halle Berry is 50.
Stacey Dash is 50.
Elise Neal is over 50.
Over 50.
Yeah.
She's out there. Angela Bassett, 60.
Yeah,
just turned
crazy.
60.
How old is like Lawrence Fishburne then? He's like 65 probably.
No, he's the same age as around Denzel. 61, 62.
So like think about that. I mean, like people is like getting to that age, so it's dope because I mean, like, it helps me if anything. It helps me feel younger because that means a lot of people that are my age are still seeing they star like just starting to pick up. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, man,
like The Rock is 47, I think.
Rock is 47?
Yeah, but you gotta realize Rock was playing college football in like '93.
Right, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So shout out to Will Smith, man.
Respect that man.
If I had thought about it, I'd put together my Will Smith appreciation reel, but I didn't have enough time to think about it. I just kind of didn't realize until his Instagram. First of all, his Instagram is like
the best Instagram.
Maybe the best Instagram there is.
Yeah, by far. Like if you're not following Will Smith in your Instagram, it's no purpose in you being on Instagram.
Like he's out there kicking it. Like the Eagles
and giving
the Eagles,
motivation.
The Eagles gave him that title for bringing to his 50th year. I don't know if it's happening again this year after the way things have started, but you know.
And I think Jeff's birthday just passed too. I think him and Jeff's birthday are similar birthdays.
Dope.
Let me see. Because Jeff, I think, is older than Will, I believe. Let me see here real quick. No, Jazzy, I'm all off. Jazzy Jeff he's 53, so I'm all off. He turned 53 and he's 3 years older than Will. His birthday's January 22nd. Jazzy Jeff.
Peeped the video on there. I think it was on his Instagram. He's talking about where the Fresh Prince came from not too long ago.
It was Benny Medina, wasn't it?
Well, he's just talking about how the name got applied to him, like how.
Oh, he's talking about not the TV show, the actual
name
for his rap name. Okay.
Yeah.
But make sure y'all email us straightolc@gmail.com. Hit us up on our social media, Straight OLC on Twitter, Straight Out Low Cash on Facebook as well.
Yo, and stay tuned for the
we're going to recap these brackets in a second. When we come back, we're going to recap these brackets, and we will see y'all soon. Make sure y'all vote. Go to bracket5.com. Get in that Dopest Black TV show all the time. We're going to be having this update coming up now. Peace.
Turn it up a little bit in my ear. My life is like a whirlwind. I'm just caught in the middle. I watch the world spin. Too many shots of that ass, so got me early. I'm riding dirty and I really should be girling. My life is like a whirlwind. I'm just caught in.
This is it, folks. So we have the finals, y'all, of the Dopest Black TV show of all time. You know you need to go to the bracket5.com and vote. Man, this was some interesting matchups. It seems like the Cosby juice is still on top as Dave Chappelle show is in the finals. The finals of the Dopest Black TV show of all time, taking on the bulldozer of this bracket. But it had some trouble in this round, more than you would think, as it edges out over the wire. Martin beat out the wire. So now we're going to have Martin versus Chappelle show. Oh, man, two different titans going at it. I don't know how this is going to end. This is going to be a great one, folks. Make sure you go to bracket5.com. Vote in the Dopest Black TV show of all time bracket for the scenario. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast as always. Thank y'all for listening. Make sure you go vote. Dopest Black TV show of all time. Martin versus the Chappelle show.